Hey guys, good morning. It's been a while we did a ride with me, huh? I hope we're all fine. So I'm on my way to work and I thought I should do a story time with you guys because I was listening to a podcast and I was inspired to share my story too. So, story time, guys. Did you know I never imagined I would even work with an insurance company? Well, that is my story. So when I completed my university education, and then I went to, so when I completed my university education, I was posted for my it was for NSS, so I was posted to go and teach. Sorry, but it's funny to me, but this is a serious issue. So I was posted to go and teach in one of the secondary schools in, I think, Cape Coast. So please let me go. In Cape Coast. Because I knew I couldn't teach, I'd already hatched a plan for myself. But let me backtrack for a moment and let me tell you the impulse of today's message. It's how God planned my life, basically. So, like I have told you, I never imagined myself working with any insurance company, let alone chatter in the field. Before I completed school, I remember I said a little prayer. Because, yes, my father has worked with this insurance company before, and I've also come here to work with them. But because it never really clicked that I would ever find myself here, what I really wanted to do was to work with a UN organization. I rarely talk about this. I wanted to work with a UN organization. So when I was in school, one of my lecturers approached me to be a TA, a teaching assistant, which I refused because I was working earnestly to work with UNAIDS. And everything we tried with my friend, everything he tried to help me to get that place failed. So I was at crossroads. And then I remember on that fateful day, I sat on my bed and I cried my heart out and I prayed. I travailed. I really prayed and I told God, look, I don't have anybody, right? At this point, it looks like everything we can humanly do, all the plan Bs have been blocked. I really wanted to work with this UN organization, but it was as if by divine orchestration, I was forced to stay where I was. I was forced to be still. So, long and short of it, the teaching didn't come off. So my father worked it out for me to get star assurance. And I was interviewed by the MD. In fact, that was my first interview. And unfortunately for me, it was the MD that interviewed me. And thanks to God, I got the job. Now, something I especially encountered. I remember when I left the company after my service, came back to be employed. A friend of mine, he's a prophet. My first day at the head office for training, he called me and he says, Lisa, where are you? And then I said, I'm doing my service here. I'm sorry, I have been newly employed here, so I'm doing my training with the company at the head office. Then he says, I'm coming there. And I said, okay. But it still didn't click because I thought maybe he was in the area and he decided to pass by. So he came over. And he told me, he gave me a message that God had given him to give me about chartering in the field. And I'm like, what? I just completed school. I want to save some money. I want to start dressing up. I want to be going here. I want to spend my money. I want to see how I want to see how it feels to be chopping money you've earned. I want to know how it feels. So what do you mean I should go instead? I should use all my money to go to school again? Like, no way. But I had to do it. Eventually, I had to do it. So, long and short of the issue, when I look back at my life, if it hadn't gone the way it's going now, I don't know. I really don't know what would have been of me, because he showed me that he is my source, you know? Really, like, God is my source. It doesn't matter what anybody says. If you have been put in business, or you have been called to business, first of all, you are a Christian who has been called to business. This Nigerian businesswoman made that statement. We are Christians called to business. Unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, we will not be called to the pulpit, not yet. So I just want to draw your attention to the fact that wherever you are, it's not a mistake. If you think that it's just the trajectory of life, you know, and at the end of the day, he has the master plan. So you should consult him. I never make any move without consulting God. That is just me. When God tells me do this, I know there is grace for it. That's just the trick. When God tells you to move, yes, there will be challenges, but then his grace would be sufficient enough for that thing. I don't know why God has put me in this company, because I just wanted a place to do my service. So I wanted to start off right. So that was why I was there. But as to whatever I wanted to do with my life, I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't know which career I should pursue. I didn't know any of those things. So it's important that you go to your source. Yes, I'm preaching today, but it's important you go to your source, because after all, he has the master plan. Okay, so everything you do, you try to live your life in a Christ-like way. You have to let your ways reflect Christ in a way that would help you to honor him, or in a way that will honor him, and it will also help you to achieve success. God knew what he was doing, right? So this UN thing, UN8 never worked out. It never worked out. And do I regret it? No, because later on I got a call to join them, but I turned it down. So that is all I have for you today. It's just something brief about my life, and a motivation to you to always go to your source. Go to God. Let him direct your path. Let him tell you what your next step should be. You are not afraid. I mean, nobody can threaten us with anything. You understand? If you're a God child, nobody can threaten you with anything. That's just it. You have some confidence that nobody has. Thank you. So, F4 is coming. I will see you guys in the office now, so I'll see you guys same time. I'll see you guys soon. See ya.